Okay, let me start the timer.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep, we're live.
Oh, we are? I don't know what to do with my hands. Never been in an interview.
Put them down. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Sketchy Lounge. And today I have Steven here. You probably saw him in an earlier post that I did before I posted this episode where he was on his motorcycle and I was sketching. So
It's pretty intense.
what are you up to nowadays?
Oh, such a basic question.
Yeah.
No, man, just chilling, I just got back from my road trip. So I rode my bike from LA all the way to northeastern New Mexico. It's 2,300 miles.
You know, it's super it's not winter yet. It's like the end of summer. How the fuck was that ride? Like, was it hot as shit?
It was perfect, dude.
Really?
So every day was like 80s, 70s to 80s. So if you're standing still, you get a little warm because the sun's on you and you have your riding gear on and all that. But if you're going like 60, 70 miles per hour, it's like a swamp cooler right in front of you pretty much.
Oh, shit. That's not bad.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it like
I didn't
that.
have to worry about rain or anything else because I actually planned this trip for a couple months out. Because if I wait another month or two, then it's going to start raining or it'll be too cold. It'll be uncomfortable. But obviously, like a month ago, even a couple weeks ago, it was too hot. So it actually worked out perfect.
Fuck, I wish I could go on one of those trips with you. I might soon.
It's fun, man.
Who knows?
You see a lot of cool shit out there.
That shit sounds intense. I mean, I can't even do like 400 miles in the car without getting fucking bored.
So the key is like every 100 miles or so, I'll stop, get gas, stretch, drink some water or something, walk around for a couple minutes, and then I hop back on the road. But then if I see something cool on the side of the road, like you saw some of the pictures I put up.
Dude,
like
amazing pictures.
Yeah, there's like sculptures of hands coming out of the ground. I don't know who the fuck did that, but it looked cool. So like you see stuff like that, you just pull over real quick, take a couple pictures, kind of break up the monotony of it all.
Bunch of crazy shit we don't have in the valley.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
All we have is what meth heads and burritos, bro.
And tumbleweeds.
Yeah, that's true.
I usually don't do this, but you got a lot of questions on Facebook.
Yeah?
So I want to open the show with
a couple of those.
A lot of actually, it's a good amount. So we have a question from Leo Chan. He says, "I miss Drew. How is he?"
Drew is great. I was at his house this morning before I rode over. He's actually at my parents' house right now. So I was going to hang out with him, but I decided to go on this shitty show. So,
Leo, you nosy fuck. Okay, so Esteban Franco.
Ugly.
Yeah, ugly. Ugly wants to know ass or titties?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I think when it comes to that, it just has to play into the overall form of the individual. You know what I mean? So, like, it depends on the girl's body. It's the body style in general. Like, are they tall? Are they short? How are they built? Some girls have wide frames, so if they have a small ass, it looks weird. But I go for either one.
I'm more of an ass guy.
I do like a nice ass.
I mean, I like titties too, but...
But then if you ever drive on a bumpy road with a girl with, like, a big rack, and the whole time it's just, like, bongos, just... It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Very distracting.
Let's see what else we have. Okay, Ugly has another question. Do you think crystal meth should be legalized?
It's... Okay, so meth is wrong. Don't do meth ever. Like that's what amazes me, that nowadays you see meth heads and it's like, bro, they've been telling us since we were children, never do meth. Like, when you see the old meth heads, they didn't know how terrible it was when it first came out in like was it the 80s?
Yeah, long
70s and 80s is when it got real big. So people didn't know how bad it was for you. It's shitty for you, but not how shitty. But now we all know. So like you have like high school kids doing meth. It's like, how fucking dumb can you be, bro? Like it is this will happen to you. Like, yeah. But going back to that question, I think most things should be legalized just for the sake of people are going to do it, whether it's legal or illegal. At least if you were to have it legalized and regulated by the government, you can create a revenue, like taxes from it. And in addition to that, you could have a more, I don't want to say pure product, but a more regulated product. So that, because nowadays everything's cut with like fentanyl, and everyone's getting poisoned. Yeah,
you can reduce ODs like that way.
So
kind of, not really ODs, but
where
like
is it? The Netherlands, like Amsterdam and all that, they have these areas which are essentially like Section 8 apartments type deal. But the drug addicts, the reason why people don't see drug addicts when they go out in Amsterdam and stuff, they keep them in those apartments and they give them small doses of drugs to help wean them off it. But their solution is, hey, we're just going to get all the crackheads, stick them in this building away from everyone else, and we'll just give them crack so they're happy.
So it's like a form of rehab, kind of?
Essentially, yeah.
That's awful.
Like, when you think about it, it's actually a really good idea. Because
Really?
imagine the Valley if, say, they open up, like, a couple apartment complexes, like, right outside town, and all the tweakers and meth heads live there. So now you don't have to worry about tweakers and meth heads breaking into your shit all the time.
Yeah, but then we'd have a ghost town.
That's true. No one would be left.
Get to the next question. All right, so we got Leo Chan again. Okay, so
It's going to be some dumb shit.
yeah, obviously. You know the signs on restaurant doors? No shirt, no shoes, no service. What if someone goes in with no pants? Will the restaurant still have to serve them?
So I think yes, and here's my logic behind that. You ever see girls wearing yoga pants?
Oh yeah.
Or like the yoga pants short?
Uh-huh.
You're pretty much running around with your chonies already. Like, and if a man cannot walk into a restaurant in his chonies, but a woman could, is there even really equality?
Fuck no.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Eat that one, feminist.
yeah.
Okay, we got a question from Deborah Cervantes. She said, you're stuck in an island with Bambi, Leo, and Ryan. In order to survive, you had to kill one of them and eat them. Leave one behind on the island because he won't fit on the raft you build to escape. And who would you take with you? Well, that one answers itself, but still, ha ha ha.
Well worded, Deborah. But easy. So initially you think eat Bambi because he's fat as shit. But no, because Bambi puts so much alcohol and tobacco in his body.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
The meat would just taste terrible. So you eat Leo, leave Bambi on the island because he's fat. He'll wait for rescue. And then obviously Ryan, you'd be on the boat because you're the smallest one.
I could be the oar.
Exactly. And if I get tired of you, you could just throw your ass over. With those two, they could put up a fight against me. But you're going out like Simba, bro.
Fuck. I mean, to be honest, on that Bambi comment, I wouldn't eat him either. That dude seems like he has so much toxic chemicals in his body.
It's too grody, man. I
Tainted
couldn't do it.
meat
Yeah,
right
like you don't eat a sick deer. Like, you know what I mean?
God, everyone's on a roll tonight. We got Stevan again. Ugly. What do you think is a reasonable rate for prostitutes to charge in the valley? Do you feel like current rates are too high?
So I wouldn't know how much prostitutes cost in the valley because I've never had to pay for a prostitute because I look amazing. At least that's what my mom tells me. But I would say 25 for BJ, 30 for a half and half, $40 the whole thing. But even then, that's still cheaper than like going on a date or having a girlfriend. So
I mean, I think it's all expensive since we have mechs.
Right yeah, that's true.
Everything here.
Yeah, that's way over. Yeah, I didn't even take that into consideration.
Yeah.
It should be free. Because you go to Mex and $5, they'll do anything they want.
That's I think we have so many ratchets here. No.
That's true.
Oh, shit. I'm throwing shade.
You buy them some Johnnies and they're just good to go.
Okay. Some Johnnies and some Ciroc.
I don't usually do this. Okay. I got your number from my buddy. I know what this is about.
Ah, damn it. Leo again. Okay, Leo. He wants to know if he can rid the world of one thing aside from Ryan. Me? What would it be?
Liberals.
I wonder if he's liberal. I think he's...
I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure he's conservative. My only thing with liberals is just... I don't necessarily hate their ideals. I just find a lot of their ideals unrealistic. In a perfect world, everyone would get along. You wouldn't have gun violence or drug abuse.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd all help each other. But human nature makes it where that will never happen.
Yeah, it'll never happen. You can't expect everything
exactly.
to be all
and that's why I disagree with their ideals.
Yeah.
And you have to force people to get along. And, hey, you can't say this. You can't do that. And if you have to force someone to do it, then it'll never work.
Yeah, like getting rid of guns isn't going to prevent gun violence.
Exactly.
We'll fucking be killing each other with spears if we had
well,
fucking
you look at the UK, now they're banning knives. We can't have knives because they keep stabbing each other. And I work with some British guys. They're like, yeah, we don't have shootings. I was like, yeah, but you guys get shanked all the time.
Yeah, same thing with China. You see people get fucking hit with meat cleavers and shit.
Exactly.
They'll never end fucking human nature. Fucking
hey, guns are illegal in Mexico, but what's going on down there?
Motherfucking narcos.
Yeah, you run into one of those dudes and it's lights out.
Stevan, ugly again. Fuck. You guys are on a roll.
You could just skip the dumb ones, but let's
Well,
see
this
what
one
Ugly
actually
says.
seems pretty good. What do you think of Sketchy Lounge?
So I think Sketchy Lounge is one of those things where it's probably never, ever, ever going to go anywhere. But there's always potential.
And I have fun.
What's his name? Kenny Powers. What's it? Danny McBride.
Oh, right.
So Danny McBride got his start because he would, when he was in film school, him and his buddies, they just be in each other's movies. And then, because he wanted to be a director. And then it turns out he started getting hired for movies because people saw his films. And then that's how he started his acting career. So you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, especially with the people we have on here sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get some better guests, but we keep getting a lot of no-shows.
Yeah, and you just had a disappointment tonight.
No, no, actually, this one's pretty chill. This is like a more chill episode. If people watching this don't really know that, like, we usually film on Sundays, and we're actually doing something on a Friday today. So
Yeah, I'm not down very often.
yeah, so we had to do it today. So we got Leo Chan with another question. Okay, he's got more of a serious question this time. He wants to know what your favorite firearm is and your dream firearm.
My favorite firearm that I personally owned or shot is the Kimber 1911 Custom 245. Super well balanced, sturdy build, fits amazing in your hand. The recoil is minimal. Amazing gun. And even though it's a 45 1911, I can still hit the target from 50 yards, no problems at all. And dream gun would probably be a Scar H. Yeah, probably be a Scar.
A Scar, isn't that the automatic shotgun? Or
No.
is it
Scar is a rifle, but it shoots a 308. Beautiful gun. You see it in a lot of video games and stuff too.
I probably have. Yeah, I don't really go shooting that much. I can name the guns I've shot, but I really can't say I know about any other guns I haven't shot. Like, I think I shot let me see. Well, an AR, obviously. Who hasn't
Yeah.
shot an AR? Another gun, it was like an older version. It took the same ammo that an AR took. Looks
Was
like
it bolt
something.
action or?
Yeah, it was bolt action. It looks like something you see out of World of War, Medal of Honor.
Oh, like
Some
an
shit
M1
like
Grand looking gun.
There you go, like
It's
that.
probably like a replica carbine or something.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a good gun. Shotgun with some shells. Shot a sawn off.
Oh, did you?
Fucking sketchy. Horrible.
I don't know if I'd admit that one online.
Yeah. No, hell no, dude. I mean, look at me. I don't think I could. Shotguns are cool. You know, my first time shooting a shotgun, I was kind of scared, but.
I used to have one from, it was a break action single shot, and the buttstock was it was literally metal and wood. There's no cushions, there's nothing on it. And you put like 2 rounds off, and your shoulder has a nice bruise on it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I could imagine.
I got rid of it.
Yeah, fuck
It was
that.
very uncomfortable.
Damn. Nah, yeah, dude. Like, that was all the questions we had, and
It was pretty
fucking
last minute, too.
ridiculous. It was hell last minute. We actually got more than any guest.
Oh, really?
You literally got more
I'm
questions
very
than any of
popular
our.
around
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Obviously, I mean, most of the questions are Leo. He's like, dude has no.
Leo's just bored.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do right now. That's what married life does to you.
Oh, it just makes you super dull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super dull, and
I'm going to stay away from all that.
stay away from Leo.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy having things, not people.
Fuck. Well, hold on. I had jerky stuck in my mouth. I thought I was gonna be able to play this off, but I can't.
Just chew your meat. It's fine.
No. No, but tell me a little more about the bike ride, man. Like, what else did you see when you went to You said you were going to New Mexico, right?
Yeah, I went to...
Did you ever go toward Texas at all?
Yeah, so where I stopped at was about 30 minutes from the border to Texas. I was going to actually just go into Texas just to do it, but I was tired and lazy. But it was really good. So I pretty much rode all along the southern border of California, Arizona, and New Mexico. And then I cut upwards, and that's when I went up to like Alamogordo and Clovis area. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of desert, which gets kind of old, but there's also a lot of cool mountains I went through and like nice windy roads. You run into other bikers on the road, and everyone's always friendly to each other. And then you race them a little bit, and that's pretty fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, because me and this dude it turns out he was a really old guy too after we stopped at the same light, but we were just racing through Tucson and just weaving through cars, and that was pretty fun.
Would you ever try riding around to like the East Coast or something, like cross country?
Definitely.
That sounds fucking crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine doing it in a vehicle. Actually, my uncle did that once in that little Integra, but
Well, if you think about it, so if I rode, my trip is 2,300 miles, and that's there and back round trip. So if I wasn't coming back and I just kept going in that direction, I'd be getting pretty close to the East Coast by now, or halfway through Texas.
Do you know the miles per gallon on that bike?
45 usually.
That's not bad. That's almost as good as a Prius.
Yeah, except like at one point I was going 85, 90 consistently, and I was getting like 35, 38, but still not that bad.
Fuck, I actually got another question right now.
Is it a good one?
It's loading. Yeah, I gotta get off
Any
this.
day now.
Yeah, I know.
You're on the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Dude, I'm...
Here, I'll pull it up. My phone
actually
works.
try to pull it out. Huh?
It's a dumb one.
Oh, okay. Oh, you see it? Let me see it. Thanks. Oh, shit. Okay, Victor Santos wants to know, are you related to MGK?
No, so despite popular belief, not all white people are related to each other. We may have similarities, but we're not all the same person. So, no, I'm not related to MGK. I see the confusion, though. Because I usually do dumb shit that ruins my career.
Oh, dude, that fucking, like, little debate going on, but that little shit going on between, little beef going on between MGK and Eminem. That shit was pretty cool. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like MGK's song better.
Fair enough. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, no matter how wrong it is. But the one thing I'll give MGK is he knew going into it, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get fucked up on this. Like everyone always
his
does.
Popularity big time.
Yeah, until
sure,
he got booed off stage opening for Fall Out Boy.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I saw the video. It's pretty funny.
Dude,
at least he tried though. Like, you notice none of the other rappers he named. He named tons of rappers, and everyone's just like, yeah, whatever, man. He was like the other rappers were like Smokey.
Lil Yachty went after a bunch of people.
You remember Smokey from Friday when he was like, "Oh, I got mind control over Debo."
Yeah.
He's like, he told me to be quiet. I'll be quiet. But when he leaves, I start talking again. That's pretty much how everyone else reacted to it. They're like, "Oh, whatever."
Yeah, everyone shut the fuck up. But I mean, it takes balls to go up against someone like
someone so well renowned.
I mean, I probably would have did the same shit. It would have been like, fuck it. You know, it's gonna boost my career.
Happens.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like 50% of the people that know about MGK now were people that found out about MGK because of that shit. Like,
see, I found out because of Wild Boy.
Oh yeah, me too. That's when I found out too.
Dude,
Cat Williams up in the music video.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's when MGK was new, and now he's like, I think kind of.
I actually saw him in concert in 2012.
No way.
He was opening for Tech 9. And MGK was asked not to come back to the venue because he was high on shrooms and he climbed in the rafters like during the show. So I have pictures of it, and he's like literally hanging from the rafters while he's doing his music.
Fuck.
It was actually a pretty good show.
I know. I've never seen. Wow, to be honest, I've never seen any rapper live.
Oh, really? J. Cole's the best one I've ever seen.
Really?
It was amazing. It was when 2014 Forest Hill Drive came out, and he did the entire album. Like, you know how most musicians in concerts, they always do like 30 minutes to an hour. No, he did the entire album. It was over 2 hours, just him up there, and then he did 4 encore songs, which was.
I don't know how long his songs are, because you know, I've been to concerts like Slipknot concerts, Marilyn Manson, and the fucking Slipknot concerts last forever, and they only do like half of a new album and some popular songs. Like,
well, because a lot of rock and roll or metal songs are
usually
long songs, like 5 to 6 minutes easily.
There's some Led Zeppelin songs that are fucking 10 minutes.
Oh, Tool has they have a song called Wings, Part 1 and Part 2, because altogether it's like 29 minutes, so they had to break it into 2 parts. It's actually not a bad song though. If you're just chilling out, put it in the background. If you're hitting the old Giggle Bush, Jazz Cabbage.
Oh shit, the Devil's Lettuce.
Devil's Lettuce, yeah. You just chill out, throw on some Tool, you're good to go.
Fuck, I've never listened to Tool.
I was pretty big on them in high school.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, they have got a lot of good music, a lot of weird stuff too though. So you gotta be careful with that.
Well, I mean, I like all that psychedelic rock. Shit.
Yeah,
like I love listening
perfect
to.
for you.
Yeah,
the music videos are very odd. If you do touch the Devil's Lettuce, don't watch the music video. You'll freak the fuck out.
You know who has bad music videos like that you shouldn't watch if you're smoking or you're high or something? Not that I smoke or anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Flying Lotus.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, Flying Lotus. Oh my god, fucking crazy. After this podcast, I want to show you some music videos.
You want to just cancel this podcast and just go watch music videos?
Watch music videos. Just go buy an house.
Just leave the camera rolling and we'll just watch. They can hear our dialogue as we're watching.
Dude, they're trippy as fuck. Like, I'll tell you a story too after this. That I'm not gonna say on the show.
Yeah, I got you.
But
yeah, no. Back to what we're talking about. The concert, best concert I've ever been to.
The J. Cole one. Mm-hmm. Besides all the the whole set he did, he didn't do anything exciting other than that.
No, well, so the album was an amazing album. It's probably the best album he's ever put out.
Was that?
Forest Hill Drive.
I need to listen to it.
It's great album, dude. Tons of great music, and it covers a really wide spectrum from like, the slow songs, the song with the chick, talking about like adolescence, coming of age type things. And then he's got a little bit of some gangster stuff on there too. Like, it's just amazing album.
Wait, okay, I think I know who J. Cole is. I was trying to remember what song that I've listened to him.
Workout.
Yeah.
Apparently for GOMD, Fire Squad. Like he has a lot of good songs, dude.
Fuck, I'm not up to date on music anymore.
You need to get up to date. Yeah.
I fucking listen to vinyls and shit.
Yeah.
That's how I'm a fucking
I fell off for a while.
Yeah, I'm a hipster right now, pretty much. I mean, my musical taste is pretty cool. I have like I like a lot of different bands, but actually now I'm pretty current. I do listen to a lot of Tekashi 69. Fucking
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I love him, man. And who else?
His lyric literally says, "They think I'm stupid. I ain't stupid."
Dude, that dude rhymes the same word 3 times.
Dude,
Fucking
just
amazing.
lyricism right there, right?
And who else? I listen to Suicide Boys.
I'm fly
Fucking
like a
love
dragon. She sucked my dick because I'm
Fly like
Aladdin. Like, bro, are you a dragon or are you Aladdin? Like, what the fuck are you talking
that dude
about?
is so fucking famous. He knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he has an interview. He's like, dude, I just go in the booth.
Yeah,
I
he
just
just
have
says
fun.
whatever.
He's like, I don't know who the fuck Fifi is.
See, that is why, like, I really, like, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but I really admire Tekashi.
He's a troll.
Yeah, he just
That's all he does. He just trolls
and
people,
he's
talk
top
shit.
of the fucking charts.
Last year was the first time I ever heard about him because WorldStar was putting out videos like, oh, Tekashi 69, but he started getting hype about him because he's the dude with the fucking rainbow bright hair, and then people are like, who the fuck is this
Yeah,
dude?
it stands out.
And so many people hated on him that his name got out there, and then people started listening to him because they heard his name, and then they're like, oh, I like his music.
Remember that one time where I told you, you do better when you don't try?
Exactly.
He's a fucking perfect example.
That's how
like, of what I meant that day.
Was it Dan Harmon and I forgot the other guy's name. The creators of Rick and Morty. They're like the key to making a good
Justin
TV
Roiland?
show. Yeah, Justin Roiland. The key to making a good TV show is just to not give a shit. Like when they drew the eyes, because they look like asterisks pretty much. He's like, oh fuck it, and it just drew these shitty eyes and like the dialogue and everything else. They're just
improvised.
Yeah, they're just having fun with it.
Yeah, and it's fucking perfect. Like Sketchy Lounge. No, I'm just kidding. We're kind of on that level. We just haven't got that much of a following, even though like the show's unscripted. I don't know if anyone knows this, but every single show is like super unscripted. We don't really talk about what we're gonna mention. Yeah,
we were just hanging out, drinking beers. Hey,
Yeah.
you want to sketch on the back of my motorcycle? Fuck it, dude. Let's go. Hey, you want to do Sketchy Lounge? All right, I'm not doing anything tonight.
That shit was fun. I've never like sketched on anything before, and the sketch on a motorcycle, that shit felt crazy.
Right?
Speed wobbles are a bitch.
Oh yeah. Well, I slowed down before you fell off.
Yeah,
I should just gunned it and be like, "Fuck you,
yeah,
Ryan,"
I wouldn't let go. I mean, I had like a fail safe right there.
or just slam on the brakes when you're behind me.
Oh, there's that one time where I told you, "Hey, slow down," and you did slow down, and I kind of like flew forward. I felt the force of the bike. Did not want to do that again.
That's pretty heavy. 666 pounds.
So this is like the 6th episode I've done.
Oh
Or
yeah.
5th.
The worst one so far. How many minutes do we have left?
I think we got like 6.
That's it?
I told you 30 minutes goes
This
by
does
like
go by
nothing.
really
Yeah,
quick.
really fucking fast.
I think it's because you have great commentary. It's very interesting conversation. And I'm not just being a dick.
I mean, I'm
a
getting
little
better.
bit,
I fucking mumble. I used to mumble. In the first a couple episodes, I would mumble a shitload. You couldn't even tell what I was saying. But now I can keep a conversation longer and shit. And it comes with practice.
Yeah, fair enough.
But,
All right, we probably have enough time for one more topic of discussion.
how shitty of a person Bambi is.
Man, fuck that guy. I'm not going to do what Bambi did and tell, high school stories that incriminate me. And I'm not going to incriminate him because I have way more. And anyone who watches this and went to high school with us, no, I have way more incriminating stories. But I'm more mature than that.
Yeah, to be honest, I know some pretty bad shit about Bambi too.
I know some terrible shit.
Yeah.
Like
We got you, Bambi. We're not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I really want to, but yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm just glad I'm right here because none of the guests really say anything about me because I don't got stories about me. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean the worst is that we were just kind of dicks to you, like getting stuffed in the PE locker.
Oh yeah.
I do like how the first time you met my girlfriend, that was the thing you told her.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, back in high school, sometimes Steven would push me in the locker. And
I
close
told you
it.
you'd regret it when I was like talking to you from the locker holes. Like you're gonna regret this,
I'll
Steven.
get you back one day.
Fucking 10 years later.
My girlfriend's like, damn, that was mean. I was like, babe, it was really funny.
No, yeah, that was crazy. We were doing shit to each other all the time.
Oh, we're always doing dumb shit.
Yeah, it turned
One
into
time,
a lot
I
more.
remember it was in the morning, and Bambi, when I had longer hair, he was like, hey, I'm gonna light your hair on fire. What? And I'm not paying attention. And then all of a sudden I smell burning hair because he lit my hair on fire with a lighter.
I think it was the same morning he lit my hair on fire too. I used to like wear a lot of hairspray, so
Yeah. Oh, that's dangerous.
dude, I
too.
didn't feel it.
Yeah, I didn't feel it either until I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? And then, yeah, my hair's on fire.
They didn't put it out or anything. You just
No.
felt, oh well,
No, he just lit it on fire.
I fucking felt slaps in the back of my head.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I didn't even know I was on fire until I just remember one morning at the locker room and I just hear like ta ta ta, like the back of my head was getting hit, and then
Yeah.
I guess my hair was on
You
fire.
thought you were getting jumped? I was like, no, dude, I'm actually looking out for you.
Yeah, I got my
My
hair.
bad.
And I think Bambi, like, oh, here we go. Here comes the Bambi stories. Shop class, Bambi cut my hair off with some scissors one time.
Sounds about right.
Beat the shit out of him with a ruler. I think it was a ruler. It was a plastic tube. I forgot.
You know, no matter what I do in life, I'll never look as bad as he did trying to run the mile in PE. That motherfucker just... It was like that scene from The Longest Yard where he's like, candy corn and I'll be fine. And he's like, the fat dude's laying on the ground, like, dying. That's what it was like.
Fuck, I've never seen him run a mile.
Oh, I have. It's very funny. Very good to watch. I think... I have to double check with him. I'm pretty sure the coach said he had to wear a sports bra because them titties were just flopping.
Oh,
We love you,
shit.
Bambi. This is just payback
Yeah,
for
it's
last
alright,
time.
man.
So we're even now.
He's gonna come back onto the show and probably throw some shade back your way.
Probably. Make sure you get a stronger chair. But
Fuck, poor Bambi. Who else can we throw out?
he
there?
lives with me too.
Oh yeah, no. I won't post this until after you get back, so you can
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
make sure all your shit's okay.
Let me know so I can have my gun
Yeah.
loaded. And be like, it was up for TV, bro.
Hey, if you're watching this right now, Bambi, like go into the other room and like tell Steven what the fuck.
No, so the best thing I ever brought into my home, because I bought it for my sister years ago and she left it at my parents. So I have a taser, right? So I like to fuck with my roommates. Lalo, do the dishes. No, man, those are your dishes. He's like, all right, dude, I'll do the fucking dishes.
Is it like the tasers that are just like
The handheld one?
the
where you
handle?
just,
It's not the ones that shoot prongs.
Not
Do
the
they
ones
sell
that
those
shoot.
to civilians or
Yeah,
no?
you could buy them.
Oh no shit.
Go to like Arizona at a gun show. They always have them.
Fuck that.
I've seen the batons that are tasers. It's pretty
Damn.
fun though.
Poor Bambi. Poor roommates. Fuck. I've never been tased. I don't think I want to.
It hurts.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Hurts a lot. Were you one of the dipshit kids that like put the fork in the electrical socket as a kid?
No, but I saw a couple people do that.
Yeah,
in
I
grade
know
school.
Michelle did it. Because she's like, yeah, one time I put it. I was like, why? What was
Wait,
everyone's fascination?
What Michelle are we talking about?
Chan?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Torero. Back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
At the time. I don't know. We just did dumb shit for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun times though.
Yeah, sort of.
I think it becomes part of growing up in a really shitty town where there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And when one of your friends has a car, like, what do you want to do? Guess we go to Walmart and walk around or something.
That was
Like,
pretty fun.
That's
I
all
mean,
you
that
did.
is-
Yeah, you just dick around. Whenever I left home, I left my old Corolla, and my mom was cleaning it out one day, and she found so much random. She was like, "Yeah, my sister told me, she's like, yeah, Mom was going through your car, and she found 2 traffic cones, a machete, Easter eggs, a crowbar, a tire that didn't go to my car." Like, there's just a tire back there. Like, just all sorts of random shit.
Everything but a condom wrapped around.
Yeah, right? Damn.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
No, I'm allergic to latex.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have kids.
Well, people believe it still, so I'm going to keep using
Oh,
that
okay,
one.
all right. No, dude, like, I don't know why that reminded me of one time I bought a car off Craigslist, and I remember I was cleaning it out one time, and I found condom wrappers under the, condom wrappers under the seat, and that shit it was awkward, and
I
it wasn't
have
even a person I
A
knew.
great one, and we might go over time just a little, but it's
No, let's
worth
just
it.
finish it off with this.
So, back in the day, Lalo let me borrow his truck because I had flown down to visit. So I was like, "Hey, Lalo, can I borrow your truck?" He's like, "Yeah, cool." So long story short, I left a box of condoms in Lalo's truck. But one was missing because
Uh-huh.
yeah. So it was a box of Magnums. So Lalo took his sorry, is this better?
Oh, yeah,
I don't
way
know
better.
what to do with my hands. So Lalo took his truck to get tinted. So he gets the truck tinted or whatever, and his dad and his uncle go to pick it up from the shop.
Uh-huh.
So they show up, and the dudes start laughing. And he's like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my son's truck." He's like, "Oh, it's your son's truck?" They're like, "Yeah." He's like, what's so funny? And all the guys at the shop are laughing, and they pull out the box of Magnums. And it was like, we're expecting some black dude to show up because there's a box of Magnums in here, and some of them are missing. So then Lalo goes home, and he gets the whole sex talk from like his mom, dad, grandma, everyone. And he's like, they're not mine. They're Steven's. And then they were like, oh, you always blame everything on Steven, you know, this and that. They were mine. And then a couple months later, I was like, yeah, those were actually mine, guys. Like, all those stories when Lalo's like, it wasn't my fault, it was Steven's, it was always my fault. They always thought,
Lalo.
like, my parents always thought that Lalo was a bad influence, or Bambi was I was a bad influence the whole time.
I don't know, Bambi and you, it's like a toss-up.
I was pretty, because there would be time when Bambi would be like, bro, we should probably chill out. I'm like, no, fuck that, let's do it. Anyways, I guess that's all we got. So
yeah, that is all we got. Well, I'm glad to have you on. Finally, I've been trying to get you on, and again,
I'm very busy.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching and stuff. You know, it's been 2 weeks since the last episode. Ever since TJ did her tarot card reading, a bunch of shit's been going on. So
like weird shit.
Yeah, a bunch of weird shit. I recommend getting a reading from her though. It's true.
I would not if you just said a bunch of weird shit.
No, a bunch of weird shit started happening, dude. It was right, and a bunch of crazy shit started happening. Yeah, like you know, bless
the
me.
The devil's amongst us.
Let's hope there's another episode because shit has not stopped. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.
Yeah, check out my SoundCloud. I'm gonna get some face tats, and then I'll start my SoundCloud. But yeah, let's get drunk.